Give me a punch. Okay, give me a grab. Give me a snap. Still. And go. Side. Give me a rubber knife. Help. Give me another rubber knife. Sorry. Give me a, you can start. Okay, one of the more simple self-defense techniques you can do, it's very easy to do, it incapacitates virtually anybody, and but it isn't going to do them any particular long-term harm. It's just what's called a finger jab. You do it from this, what we call deception, which is the hands up, hey, leave me alone, and then from here we're going to tap to the eyes. So you spread your fingers out and you touch. You're not trying to gouge the eye or rip the eye or tear the eye, just using the pads of your fingertips and touch. So, it works very well. If you just recently, I think, if you check the news, you see a guy in Japan got attacked by a bear out in the forest someplace, and he ended up doing these finger jabs to the bear's eyes, and the bear ran away, and it saved him. So it will work on almost anything. Come a little closer. Guys here, be careful with them if you're doing them. It's got protective gear on. I go, hey, leave me alone, back, and hit to the eyes. It's very disconcerting. It's gonna tap you in the eyes. Again, not gonna tear the eyes, rip the eyes, but it is gonna like cause them to water up. Usually we'll bring the guy's hands up. From hands up here, just switch back, hands up, back, and there you go. If you want to, you can go here, bang, as you hit here, usually bring his hands up, and you can go in low. And of course, he has groin protection on, don't hit your friends, whatnot, but a little closer. So here, leave me alone, back, and then we're gonna leave. That's our main premise here. Leave me alone, boom, and go, and head out. Later on, you can go 1, 2, we can go into other things, but it's a real simple thing. Your goal is to get out of here. You know, leave me alone, don't touch me, boom, and you go. And if you want to add on, you can go 1, usually he'll flare up, he'll come up to his head, boom, and you go into the groin. If you want, groin slap, there you are. Basic technique, we have what's called a wrist release. Person's got to hold them in from here, and you want them to let you go. You're not really in a fighting mode right here. You make a fist and just pull it, kind of fold it up to your shoulder. That way you're just going through the thumb. Boom. If you have trouble with that, you can grab your fist and pull. Don't pull it into your face, but just pull it right up. Grab it, pull. And there you are. But like I said, one hand, if you want to turn the body a little bit, you can get that very easily. You can also combine that. It's got you here, he's not going to let you go. You think it's going to get much worse than this. You can come in and hit that finger jab, and he's going to let you go. He's going to retract. Other one you can do, if a person grabs you, you can make a circle. So I can go straight up, I can make a circle. The thumb is the weak point of the grip, right? Thumb is weak, so if you try and go this way, if you try and pull straight out, that's how the hand works. But if you make a circle, it pushes through the thumb. Or if you go here, it pushes through the thumb. Later on, there's others. You can roll it out. You know, we'll come up, we can trap it, we can do other things. But for just basic stuff, go here and leave. Goes here and boom, and pull and leave, and there you go. Just, you're looking to escape and get yourself out of this. Another simple technique, person has a hand on you, whatever it might be, just one hand open. Or they're out reaching for you or something. This is a little bit more complicated, but not much. Do very gently on this. You grab a finger, and when you grab the finger, you can turn down. So you'll like point the finger like this, or just grip it and just turn down. Go really softly, don't hurt your friends with this. It's really very effective. It just takes a little bit of pressure, and you're hyperextending that joint. Put them down so you can move them off you. You can keep them from there. The downside of this is you have them in a submission hold, but now you've got this person, and now you have to wait or decide if you really want to let them go. But that's a basic finger lock. Turn it down. Again, go easy with it. It doesn't take hardly any pressure to get what you want, so you don't need to crank it really hard. Just get up. Or if the person is on you, you can just take it off. Understand at that point you have cranked their finger a little bit, so you can decide if that makes sense. If you're going to actually crank on them, you might be better off using like a finger jab, but you can use its basic finger lock. You can take somebody off somebody else, grab some fingers, you know. But if somebody's got a grip in you, grab it. You can bring it down. If you're really in serious danger, you can, you know, crank it down. You're obviously going to hyperextend or crack the joint. but very simple to do, very easy to do, doesn't require much of anything. Another simple technique can be from like a headlock position, which you probably won't get into so much. Person's got you here, or the person's got you, you know, if I was doing it, person has you gripped, like, hey, come here. Especially smaller people, they're just like grabbing you or grabbing you ways you don't want. So if the person has me around the body or around the neck, from here, same thing. You can try and move your way out. There's techniques you can do, a little bit fancier, more sophisticated anyway. The simple version, the person's got you here, they got a hold of you, trying to get away, boom, Goin Slap, and go. It's very easy to do. If they have you in a headlock actually down here, same thing, bang. And you can work, and again, we're gonna look to leave. It makes them wanna let you go. But any kind of grip around my waist, maybe, you got in here, boom. You also, if you're free and they get a hold of you and you can't get down there, you can do the same thing with a finger jab. You go from there, but easy to do. And again, your goal is to get out of here. Person grabs me around the neck, whatever, here, bang. And I go. Another simple technique is the person's attempting to maybe to grab you, like around the body, up around the body. So they try and grab you up around the body. I can put my arms up like this. I don't want them to grab and grip me. So when they try and grab, I put my arms up, boom. It almost makes you as if you're like 3 times wider than you actually are. It's hard for them to reach all the way around you. And we'll add on to that, you know, you can go from here and block off and go. It's surprisingly easy to do. You can, if you feel like you need something else, and they try and grab you, you put the arms up and then go off to like the finger jab. Again, they react. Touch their eyeballs, they react. It's not going to kill them, it's not going to hurt them, not going to put them in the hospital, but it's going to, you know, it's just like getting something in your eye, getting poked in the eye, getting something blown in your eye. You're going to react, your eyes are going to water up, you're going to protect your face. And while you're doing that, this person, you, will be leaving. So he grabs me, boom, boom, and I go. If you just don't want to be grabbed, you know, comes here, grabs hold of her. You can go here if it's a little lighter, a little bit more of a relaxed circumstance, but you still just don't want to be touched. Person reaching in for you, you can just go here. Much easier to say, hey, leave, you know, don't touch me than it is to say, you know, let me go. But you're blocking off here. You can do it from the deception idea where you, hey, leave me alone. Person grabs me, and I just push out from there. Or person grabs me, boom, boom. Another technique, this one's a little bit more challenging. It's a little bit more difficult circumstance you found yourself in. Person's here, maybe you're doing some deception, hands up, hey, leave me alone, and they're just going to give you that, like they're trying to punch you, they're going to do that right hook. So from here, he punches, I'm going to turn, kind of palm in towards me, puts both bones side by side. You got to kind of point the elbow as you're using your skeletal structure to help you out. Boom. So right from here, he punches, right here. You can block a great deal if you're using your skeleton. You're trying to block it with your hands, or you put your hands up. If you're not very strong, it'll be a problem, but your actual skeletal structure and your body together can block a great many things. So he punches, bang, right here. Keeps you from getting hit. From here, I can just leave, but he's still probably coming, or I can hit that finger jab, again. Boom, boom, right here. So you can go block and come off that to the finger jab. You can go block and hit this one. Either one's fine. There's many correct answers. Any of these will be good. Do it closer. So I'm going here, hey, leave me alone. He punches at me, bang, bang. And it works the other side. He punches on this side, boom, boom, and right here. And then again, you're leaving. Another technique, again, this one's a little bit more difficult circumstances, but you're here, person goes and grabs you around the arms. We're going to try and, again, flare your arms out so they can't get their hands together. But from here, you want them to want to let you go. I'm going to move my hips aside and go right back for the slap. That's that groin slap. So a person grabs me, boom, I spread out, bang. And if they do grab you, if they get their arms around as best they can, you go, you're kind of stuck. This is much harder for you. Just bring your hips to one side and go right back. And again, people will let you go. They're uncomfortable. Grab again. So boom, go here, slide your hips aside, go straight back, bang. And again, you leave. So block it out, reach out if you can. If you can't, they grab you, just pull your hips aside, just your arms are pinned to you. You pull you aside, there's a channel right here, you can go straight back. Groin slap is just swinging the hand. Just hit them in the groin. Works really well. Even if you miss, people still react to it and give you an opportunity to step away. Another technique, get a little bit more complicated. Person has a knife, still Person has a knife and they're stabbing in at you, we're going to do what's called barrier block. You try and put this in front of you. You don't want to get stabbed. So you go here, bang, and you're trying to give you a chance for you to run or get away. If they stab it in me, I can go bang and do that finger jab from there. I don't want to engage them or try and wrestle with them, whatever it might be. If you're more sophisticated, we come in, boom, we grab, we injure the arm, we take it away, extract. There's a lot of things that more proficient people can do. From your point of view, you want to go here, boom, give yourself a chance to run, get a weapon, get out the door, or again, you can go here, boom, and then hit the finger jab, and again, retreat. You want to evade and escape. This is meant to be simple things that you can actually use. So, go here, using the outside of the arm. I want to put it horizontally in front of me. Boom. So that way, if I do get cut, I obviously don't want to be cut. Better to get cut on the hard outside of the arm than to get cut on the softer inside with the veins and arteries and ligaments and whatnot. So out here, boom, and you go. Or again, bang right here, made a finger jab and go. It gives you some options to get away from there. All right, another technique, this is get a little more complicated as far as level of difficulty. You're on the ground, person sitting on you. So here, they're sitting on you. Bad news for you. What you're gonna do from here, you can still do your groin slaps. The person's leaning down to hit you or something, you can still do your finger jabs. What we're gonna do from here is we're gonna bridge your hips. I'm gonna push. As they roll away from us, you said you can hit them again if you want. You roll away and to your feet and you go. Again, this is a little bit more difficult. The farther behind the 8 ball you get, the harder it's going to be to get yourself out. Before a person gets to the ground, better to do some of those techniques and leave. But if you are all the way down or gotten to here, again, you go here. You don't try to lift them up. It's literally leaning forward to do it. You pop your hips. And then from there, you can hit them or whatever, but you can roll them either way. They're rolling away from me. I roll to my feet and I leave. And there you go. That's bridge and roll. We'd really like to not end up on the ground, but it gives you some options you do. Once again, if you have any questions about that, talk to us at the school. We'd be happy to help you out with it. But that's a simple one for on the ground. There's a lot more other things you can do down there. But this is a simple beginning position. Otherwise, you're down there and it's just a wrestling match. That'll be bad for you. Okay. Another technique. You're against the wall, bad place to be. Maybe the person has a hand on you, holding you back, whatever it might be. From here, we can do our finger jab like we've seen. Boom, right here. Person's got both hands on me. Again, I can finger jab into them. If they're close, up into me, groin slap into them. And then you're looking to leave and go. So the person's got me against the wall. Here, bang. And I'm looking to leave. When you get better at this stuff, you can do other things. You know, you can come in and hit and take the person around and do all these other things. But for newbies or people that don't know these things, just want some simple things to do. If a person got you against the wall, make them want to let you go. And the way you do that is you make it painful or uncomfortable to hang on to. So a finger jab, a groin slap, things of that sort. You know, those finger locks can work from there. But it's easier just to hit them, you know, like say, stun them, bang, bang. And there you go.